Bueno, muy buenas tardes a todas las personas que se empiezan a unir el día de hoy a esta sesión informativa con la Universidad de Southampton, ubicada en el Reino Unido y parte del Russell Group. Mucho gusto para todos, mi nombre es Karen Martínez, yo hago parte del equipo de Consejería Académica y Relaciones Internacionales en Colfuturo y el día de hoy estoy muy bien acompañada con Tom, él es representante de la Universidad de Southampton y nos va a hablar sobre temas muy importantes relacionados a oferta académica, opciones de financiación, becas, hospedaje y toda aquella información que él desde su experiencia y gran experticia pueda compartirnos y le vaya a resultar de gran utilidad a las personas que están empezando a planear el desarrollo de un posgrado en este país y en esta institución en particular. Por su parte, también tenemos la compañía y la presencia de Jair. Jair es un estudiante colombiano de maestría que va a hacer su doctorado en la Universidad de Southampton. Él está preparando absolutamente todo y hoy nos va a compartir información muy valiosa y recomendaciones sobre el proceso de admisión tanto a Colfuturo como a la universidad. Así que la idea es que aprovechemos este espacio al máximo, tanto con Tom como con Jair. Ambos nos van a brindar información súper valiosa. La idea es que también pueda resolver cualquier inquietud que presenten a lo largo de la sesión a través del cajón de Q&A, así que con muchísimo gusto iremos resolviendo las inquietudes en el transcurso de la sesión. Como bien sabrán, Colfuturo hace estos webinars informativos en el marco de los diferentes convenios internacionales y particularmente con la Universidad de Southampton se ofrece una beca del 15% en el valor de la matrícula para todos los beneficiarios de Colfuturo. Sin duda alguna es una gran oportunidad y un gran beneficio el que nos ofrece esta universidad, así que vale totalmente la pena aprovechar la información que tenemos aquí y aprovechar la oportunidad que nos ofrece este acuerdo. Entonces, sin mayor preámbulo, Tom, Jair, thank you so much for being here today with COLFUTURO. You can go ahead and start your presentation.
Gracias. Thank you, Karen. Hello, everybody. My Spanish is very, very poor, so I'm going to speak in English, if that's okay. My name's Tom, and I'm the Regional Head of International Recruitment and Partnerships here at Southampton for the Americas region. Hopefully you can see my slides okay, and I'm going to move along to the first one to get us started. So we are thrilled to partner COLFUTURO and enable Colombian students to get as much financial support as they can for their studies here in the UK. The way it works is the university will give a 15% tuition fee waiver discount to all students that have the COLFUTURO scholarship. It's there for each year of a full-time postgraduate research degree or for the entirety of a one-year postgraduate taught master's degree. The eligibility criteria is simply you must be a Colombian citizen, you must have a Colombian passport and live in Colombia, and you must have an offer to study at Southampton. I'll get to that next bit on the next slide. And you must have applied successfully for the COLFUTURO scholarship program. Okay, so that's how we assess who's eligible for that 15% discount. The way it works is you apply directly through the Southampton portal. So you do have to apply for the university before you apply for COLFUTURO. So whereas we're constantly asked what's your deadline for postgraduate courses, it's more important here to be aware of the deadline for COLFUTURO funding and, when I get to it, the other scholarships on offer. So no application fee attached to postgraduate studies for this year. There's nothing to lose by applying to the university nice and early once you know your course, and then you can start applying for that scholarship. It's always good to ensure you've got all your documents ready. So make sure you've checked them and uploaded them or taken quality screenshots of them. We'll need your degree, any degree certificates, any transcripts and proof of English language qualifications. If you haven't got any of this yet, perhaps you're still studying or you're yet to sit an IELTS exam or equivalent, that's not a problem. You can still apply and you can upload those documents later. So don't let that be the reason you don't apply. If you are currently studying and your master's degree is for when you finish your studies, we will work by your predicted or suggested grades. So your bachelor grades, what they think you'll get, and you'll get a conditional offer on them. Once you get your offer, whether that's conditional on you meeting those grades or unconditional because you've got those grades and we've accepted you, you then have 30 days to accept that offer. Otherwise, we then sort of put that to the side, and you'll have to either start again or contact us to reopen your offer. We do ask for a deposit payment for all postgraduate courses. Now, your place is not confirmed on a course until that deposit payment is paid, and that does come off your tuition fee. So it's a 2,000 British pounds, and you have 8 weeks really of accepting your offer to pay that on May. For students that have met the academic and language requirements, you can upload, as I said, I'll send that along to your admissions team, but be aware of those deadlines, because the university reserves the right to withdraw offers at any point. So we don't want that to happen. We want it to be a smooth sailing for you, a smooth journey. So do be aware of those deadlines. And if you can, get that in at the point of application. Now, once you've applied to the university and you've got that offer, you can then contact COLFUTURO, letting them know you've got an offer in Southampton, and you'll be able to apply for that COLFUTURO scholarship. You will then receive an award letter from COLFUTURO, and you then need to show us that award letter so that we can take 15% off your tuition fees. In terms of, that's very simply apply for the university first. Then once you've got your offer with the university, apply for that COLFUTURO scholarship. So what are the typical entry requirements? Now, these differ by course, and the best way to see our entry requirements is going onto the course page, looking at the drop-down box that says entry requirements, and you'll be able to see. But these, if they do say in the British format, this is how it equates. So if we're typically after a 2-1 degree, then we're looking for a 7.5 in your titulo, your bachelor degree. Very few courses might ask for a 2-2. Some of our arts courses do. Then we're looking for a 6.5, and a first degree is equivalent to an 8.5. Now, again, IELTS or English language proficiency differs by course, but typically we're looking for an overall of 7.0, and we need 6.5 in each component. Some will require 7.0 in some components. So again, look at those entry requirements. You don't have to sit IELTS. We do accept a range of others, such as Duolingo, TOEFL, and some Cambridge alternatives. So here you can see the proficiency, what you need, and the different types of courses that we accept that differ from IELTS. So in addition to the scholarship through COLFUTURO, we also offer various Southampton scholarships, and you can stack your scholarship. So you can get the COLFUTURO funding, the 15% off, and you can then access some of Southampton's scholarships. Now, for those applying this year, the QR code there on the website will take on the slideshow will take you through to our website where the latest scholarships are available, and it's worth having a look around. But again, bear in mind, you cannot apply for any Southampton scholarship. You can't apply for the COLFUTURO until you have made an application to the university. So that is absolutely number one job. Some scholarships are competitive, which require you to submit a document, such as an awarding letter of why you feel you should be nominated. And others are auto-awarded, which means we look at your grades and we think we'd like to award that student scholarships. They were all tuition fee waivers, so they will just get taken off of the amount that you pay the university in your tuition, along with the COLFUTURO scholarship funding. So a little bit about Southampton. That was sort of the logistics in how to apply, but you might not know something about Southampton. We are a top 100 global university. We are a founding member of the UK's Russell Group, which is similar to the US Ivy League. We're 87th in the world globally, so we're in the global top 100, and we're in the top 20 in the UK. We've got some fantastically strong employment stats, as well as being top 15 for employers, and 96% of our students going into employment or further study. And we have a heritage of over 100 years of awarding degrees, founded in 1862. We have a vast range of research, and some of our areas here that you can see in this list are where our areas of research are focused on. We started off life as an engineering school many, many years ago, and we have just grown and grown into a much larger university. So that's a bit about us as an institution. In addition to your learning environment, you'll also have access to world-class facilities. Constant investment in our facilities each year ensure that students are using the state-of-the-art gear and facilities that they need for their industry. That picture there is of the RB Calista, which is our research vessel for marine biology students. In addition to that, we've also got a phenomenal wind tunnel complex that's used by Formula One and Olympic athletes. We've got a flight simulator. We've got multi-purpose labs, financial lab training rooms, aeonic chambers for audio engineering, and much, much more. So we really want you to be gaining this wealth of experience, being able to be career ready when you leave us, ready for the industry. But we're growing in our campus. We are a growing university. We now have over 8 campuses globally, including a group in Southampton. We've got a city centre campus, which is committed to our growth in the business sector, a new home for the business school at the Innovation Campus at Boulderwood. We are currently developing our most sustainable building yet, which is the building you can see in the top right in the northeast quadrant. And we have just expanded our sports centre. There is a lot going on at Southampton and a lot of growth, and that is to ensure our students are right at the heart of a state-of-the-art campus as much as possible. Here are our campuses. As I said, we've got quite a few. We've got a brand new Delhi campus, and we've got one in Malaysia. But in terms of the UK-based campuses, Highfield there is our home. 90% of students is taught at Highfield, and it's generally where you'll be based. The Waterfront campus is for our Ocean and Earth Sciences students and is shared with the National Oceanography Centre, which is home to the UK government's oceanography output. The Boulderwood campus, which is next to, just north of Highfield, a short walk, is home to the Business School and the School of Engineering. The City Centre campus is home to our Business Innovation Hubs, Avenue home to our Humanities, the University Hospital for our Medicine and Health Sciences, and Winchester campus is our art school. So you can have a look at which campus you'll be based in. Majority will be Highfield so it's worth looking, and you can take a campus tour on our website. And here's where they're based in the city. So this is the city of Southampton. You can see lovely water and running through the city, through the river and the waterfront. The waterfront is again at the bottom of the graphic there, and Winchester School of Art slightly off of it. You can see that the majority of our campuses, Avenue, Boulderwood and Highfield, hug Southampton Common, which is a beautiful green space, and where students often go for runs, go for cycling, or just relax in the summer. The university has over 350 courses across 65 subject areas. So we put ourselves into faculties. Now, faculties won't mean a lot to you as a student, but right now, but they will mean a lot to you once you've arrived, as you'll have access to the wealth that faculty has. So for example, if you're studying engineering, you will be able to tap into anything within the Faculty of Engineering and Physical Science, and there's also the opportunity to take elective modules within the faculty as well. But that's how we've separated our university, and so it's a bit more manageable and understandable for students, and that's the types of faculties you'll be based in. And here are the course areas and how they fit into those faculties. So you can see some of our new courses appearing there. In social sciences, medicine is nice and straightforward, but some of the other areas are growing as well. You can see the two largest ones there are in engineering and phys science and environmental and life science. And again, it's not just about our teaching and learning, it's how we set up students for employability and for their careers when they leave us. So we like to promote funding opportunities for our students and giving them what they need. We do put them in front of industry-led bodies and officials through the workshops and through the guest speakers initiatives that we have. We bring in our community of experts and student mentors. We're big on the University Business Incubator, which is a UBI, which is to award students business opportunities once they graduate. And they can either access that through the Student Enterprise Junction, which is based in our city centre campus, or work with our tech startup accelerator, Future World. So if you've got an idea of as a student and you want to patent it and bring it to market, Future Worlds will fast track you with that. There's lots of opportunities to develop your leadership skills through our Social Impact Hub. And we've got a variety of business-focused student societies, such as Enactus and Fish on Toast, which is an homage to the university's previous logo of a dolphin on a square. Don't ask. But there are lots of other opportunities outside of your studies to gain real-world experience, to put something on your resume and set yourself apart from the rest of your cohort. We're big on employability. I've mentioned that many times. So it is about getting what you can, not only in your course or during the time of study, but also when you graduate and come out of the university. We support students 2 years after they finish their studies. We encourage them for work experience. We help them with their visas, and we can help them continually improve themselves in order to get what job that they need. And that plays into our fantastic stats there, that we make us top 15 for employers targeting our students, and 96% of our students being in meaningful employment following their graduation. How we get you there is also through a suite of career support, whether that's through information and guidance, whether that's through some of our work experience initiatives or programs, whether that's through some of our on-campus events or fairs that we host, or through job vacancies that we might post. It's great to engage with our world-class careers team the minute you arrive in Southampton, just because, as in addition to your studies, in addition to the progress that you'll make, it gives you a great opportunity to hit the ground running and really start meeting employers and industry people before you get to finish your degree. We're also big on safety and well-being. So the Student Hub is the first point of call for any students that need additional support, 365 days a year, 24/7 access. Including Christmas Day, you can access the Student Hub if you've got any questions. The Students' Union, the SUSU, Southampton University Student Union, have their own advice centre that you can check into. We have all of our campuses are checked and secured around the clock, 24 hours a day. And we've also got a wellbeing and disability team if you do need it, or you identify as someone with a disability or as neurodivergent. We do offer arrival services for students that are coming to the London airports to travel down to Southampton. For all students on all levels that are arriving in Southampton as new students, we guarantee you accommodation as long as you secure and pay your deposit and confirm your place by the 1st of July 2026. Again, the prices in our halls vary significantly, so it's worth looking on the website, as different halls have different pricing structures and include different things. Some have a gym, some have larger communal spaces, some have larger laundry or social spaces. So it's worth looking. But we do ensure you get a place to stay, a roof over your head in one of our halls if you do have us down before the 1st of July. So we work with other hall providers in Southampton if you don't want to stay with us, but we do have a range of halls available for students on their first year. And here's where they're based, really. As you can see, they're really, really close to all of our campuses, and it's worth finding out which campus you're going to be in to see which halls is best for you. The waterfront campus, because it is on the actual waterfront, the closest is Mayflower Halls, which it's about a 20-minute walk. But for the rest of the halls, they're very well serviced and nearby each of the campuses. And we do give students a free bus pass so you can roam around the city at ease. You'll see it also at the top there that Southampton does have an airport. Unfortunately, you can't fly to Colombia from it, but it is a great hub for students to explore the rest of Europe whilst they're here. If they wanted to do it, it flies to France, to Germany, to Spain. So it's a great place, a way of seeing more of the continent while you're actually in. We like our students to keep an active body as well as an active mind. And as I said on a previous slide, we've invested heavily in our Jubilee Sports and Recreation Centre with a suite of brand new facilities. Jubilee really is our indoor sports hub. We have another sports centre not far from Southampton Airport that is the for outdoor sports at the Wide Lane Complex, and we've also got the Water Sports Centre. So we've got 3 large sports centres for you to keep active around. The Jubilee itself is actually based at Highfield, so there's loads to do there, whether it's climbing walls, squash courts, badminton, gym, swimming pool. There's loads for you to stay active during your time in Southampton. I did mention scholarships. In addition to the merit and competitive scholarships we offer, we do have a range of elite athlete scholarships. So if you are an elite athlete here in Colombia and you wanted to explore getting a scholarship through that, then you can visit our website and find out more information about our gold, silver and bronze athlete scholarships and the pathways that we offer getting onto Team Southampton. Clubs and societies are a large part of a UK degree. There's lots available. We don't have sororities and fraternities like they do in the States, but these are another opportunity to go outside of your studies, meet new people with similar interests and get to know your colleagues. So there's ones that you would expect, sort of the cheerleading society or the Marine Conservation Society or the Cybersecurity Society, are based around areas of study, but there are also some slightly more fun ones like the Magic and Quidditch Society. You've got some different ones there like the Meditation or Mind Society, Yoga Society. So loads of things to keep you involved with students that like and enjoy the same thing. And there's also SLAPS, which is the Spanish and Latin American and Portuguese Society, which again, if you feel like you're missing home and you want to hang around with other students from Spanish students and Latin American students, SLAPS is a great thing. They organise lots of social events throughout the year as well, so you can take a bit home with you when you arrive here in the UK. For the city itself, Southampton's incredibly safe. It's a very student-friendly and student-focused city. It has home to 2 universities, us being one of them. Incredibly walkable. You can get around by foot very easily, or by scooter or by bike. For those that don't enjoy a walk as much, the bus pretty much connects everything in Southampton. It's got an incredible international feel to it. It's incredibly independent and lots of different global cuisines. So there's loads to enjoy, lots of different foods to try, and some world-class productions that come down from London, from the West End to the Mayflower theatre groups that are based here in the city. So there's lots to do. The air is incredibly fresh because we're right on the waterfront. And that picture there at the top left really sums it up for me. It's got the modern sort of modern architecture there of the shopping mall and the Showcase Cinema complex, set to the backdrop of the medieval walls that still surround the city. So there's something for everybody, and it's a great place to study, a great place to live, and a great place to work. But it's not just what's around Southampton. There's loads of other things to do, and here is a list of 4 things that aren't London, which is just an hour away by train. So you're of course connected to the UK's capital very quickly, but we've also got some beautiful sites that are less than 45 minutes away from Southampton. So at the top picture there, you can see the New Forest National Park, which was voted recently one of Europe's finest national parks. That sits sort of just out of Southampton. So there's beautiful scenery and lots of opportunity to go hiking, walking, running, cycling. Next to that is the beaches of Bournemouth, which again is about 45 minutes away. And again is 8 miles of beautiful British sandy beaches and something to enjoy right by the coast. Below Bournemouth is the Isle of Wight, which is an area of natural beauty that sits just below Southampton, and students often visit for the day or stay over after taking a ferry across. And Winchester, which is home to our School of Art, is the last picture there, and that is sort of as British as they come, I think, in terms of cities. Cobbled streets, large old buildings, the art school, and of course loads of authentic city walls that still surround the city too. So that takes me to the end of my presentation. Before I hand over to Ger, who is one of our COLFUTURO students here at Southampton, just a note that I am available. You can contact me through Karen and the team at COLFUTURO if you've got any questions. I'm happy to put my email address in the chat. But if you've got specific inquiries, here are some useful links. I thank you very much for your time and hope you found that interesting as a whistle-stop tour about Southampton. I'm going to hand over to the lovely Ger, who's been kind enough to join us to share his experiences. So looking forward to seeing many of you join us, hopefully in September. So over to you, Ger.
Yeah, Tom, thank you very much for your kind invitation. I'm pleased to be here today to share the experience to share the experience about the PhD application process with you guys, and I'm going to share in Spanish so that we can have a better understanding. Listo, bueno, bueno, el día de hoy quiero hablar del proceso de aplicación para un proyecto de doctorado en la Universidad de Southampton. Y, y pues aquí ustedes en esta diapositiva ven un resumen de cuáles son las etapas de ese proceso de aplicación, ¿sí? Entonces, la primera etapa es enviar la aplicación. Ahí ustedes, la plataforma como tal, les va a solicitar subir unos documentos, los cuales son los siguientes: la hoja de vida, 2 cartas de recomendación dadas por sus referencias académicas, las notas, el certificado de notas y los diplomas, ¿sí? Traducidos al inglés, su certificado de inglés y el personal statement o carta de motivación, ¿sí? Si la aplicación es exitosa, ustedes pasan a la siguiente etapa en un proyecto de doctorado. Si pasan a la siguiente etapa, son preseleccionados a entrevista, la cual usualmente toma de 30 a 45 minutos. Entonces, esta entrevista está por lo general dividida en 3 partes. La primera parte, ustedes dan una presentación, ¿sí? El supervisor del proyecto previamente les dice que preparen una presentación del proyecto que ustedes realizaron en su maestría o en su pregrado. Después de que ustedes dan esa presentación, viene la segunda parte, que son preguntas. Ellos van a hacerles preguntas sobre ese proyecto y sobre el proyecto de doctorado que ustedes están aplicando. Y la parte final, que pues, digo yo que es la parte más fácil de la entrevista, es en donde ustedes hacen preguntas al panel, ¿sí? Pero pues hay que prestarle también atención porque es súper importante. Finalmente, si ustedes ya pasan esa entrevista y son finalmente seleccionados, ¿sí? Van al último proceso, que es la admisión y financiación. Para los que están aplicando a maestrías, si no estoy mal, lo que es la etapa de entrevista pueden ignorarlo, porque no, hasta donde tengo entendido, no les hacen entrevista. Entonces pasarían directamente de ser seleccionados a la admisión. Ustedes obtienen una carta incondicional de admisión, sí, de admisión, si ustedes cumplen con los requisitos académicos que solicita la universidad y pueden estar involucrados en lo que es un proceso de aplicación a financiación. Tienen dos opciones, becas internas con la propia Universidad de Southampton o becas externas como lo es COLFUTURO. Ya como entrando un poco más en detalle en cada una de estas etapas, en el primer paso es pues buscar un proyecto de doctorado. Aquí yo les comparto dos páginas en donde ustedes pueden encontrar proyectos de doctorado en general para el Reino Unido. Ya, pues como segunda opción, si ya ustedes quieren aplicar como tal a la Universidad de Southampton, aquí está la página para lo que son programas de maestría y acá otra página para programas de doctorado. Ustedes entran allí, seleccionan el programa, miran los requisitos y casi siempre van a leer algo como esto, en donde se les solicita que ustedes tengan al menos un grado de honor 2.1 y o un grado de maestría. A veces solicitan solamente el pregrado, ¿sí? Y otras veces solicitan los dos, tanto el pregrado, ¿sí? Como la maestría. Este grado de honor de 2.1 en nota colombiana es un 4.1/5 al menos. Después, ellos hablan como de unas habilidades esenciales, pues ahí sí les recomiendo que cumplan con esas habilidades esenciales, porque de lo contrario, lo más probable es que la aplicación no sea exitosa. Y también algunas veces hablan de habilidades deseables, ¿sí? Si ustedes no cumplen con esas habilidades deseables, preséntense. Mi recomendación es presentarse, pero si llegan a cumplir, significa que como tal, su aplicación u hoja de vida es bastante fuerte, ¿sí? Bastante buena. Hablando ya de la hoja de vida, bueno, la hoja de vida tiene que ser en inglés y les recomiendo hablar solamente o, bueno, colocar solamente experiencia relacionada y en el como en la primera parte, en la cabeza de la hoja de vida, colocar unas dos líneas o un párrafo acerca de su perfil y cómo su perfil se alinea al proyecto que están aplicando. Para las referencias académicas, lo que son las cartas de recomendación, dirigirse directamente a lo que es su director de tesis de maestría o su director de tesis de pregrado y los jurados, de tal forma que ellos puedan redactarles esas cartas de recomendación. Muchas veces sucede que ellos, bueno, por tiempo posponen redactar las cartas. En mi caso fue así. Entonces yo les recomiendo que si es necesario, hagan su propio borrador o su propia carta de recomendación, cosa que ellos la lean, la editen y la firmen, digamos, de una manera más rápida, ustedes obtengan estas cartas de recomendación de manera más inmediata. Después viene lo que es las notas, el certificado de notas de pregrado y de maestría y los diplomas. Entonces, bueno, aquí como algo súper rápido, para obtener la postilla en Colombia, primero deben obtener lo que es la legalización de estos documentos. Lo pueden hacer en línea y es un documento que expide el Ministerio de Educación y es gratuito. Se demora entre 1 y 2 semanas, ahí está el link. Ya después que obtengan ese PDF, suben ese PDF a este segundo link que es para obtener la postilla, la cual tiene un costo, si no estoy mal, de 40.000 pesos por documento. Y esta sí la obtienen de manera inmediata. Con respecto al certificado de inglés, la Universidad de Southampton acepta varios exámenes. Yo personalmente les recomiendo que presenten el IELTS Academic porque es como el estándar en el Reino Unido. Entonces, este es un ejemplo de un resultado que solicita cierto programa, ¿sí? Hay muchos que solicitan este resultado, 6.5 overall en la banda y la menor calificación de 6, pero esto puede cambiar dependiendo del programa al que se vayan a presentar. ¿Dónde pueden ver eso? Cuando ustedes entren a este link y seleccionen el programa, hay una pestaña que dice Entry Requirements. Ahí ustedes les dicen cuál es ese requisito de inglés como en detalle. Y finalmente, para el personal statement o carta de motivación, les recomiendo que sea de 1 a 2 páginas de extensión Y esta fue la forma en la que yo hice mi personal statement. Pienso que funcionó bien. En el primer párrafo hablé sobre la motivación que yo tenía del proyecto y cómo mi perfil se alineaba como a ese proyecto. Después, esta es la parte como más larga del personal statement, que es la experiencia o el background que yo traigo al proyecto. Es opcional también esta parte, sería bueno que lo agregaran como los contratiempos que tuvieron a lo largo de su vida académica, que, digamos, impidieron que hicieran una maestría o un doctorado de manera inmediata, pueden mencionarlo también. La motivación que ustedes tienen para llevar a cabo un posgrado, ¿sí? Y cómo ustedes se ven después de completar un programa de maestría o un programa de doctorado. Traten de unir, de que el último párrafo y el primer párrafo de su personal statement estén unidos, o sea, que se relacionen, cosa que el personal statement tenga sentido. Y el primer párrafo, diría yo que es el más importante, traten de que sea muy llamativo, cosa que sea como de gusto leerlo, ¿sí? La siguiente parte es la entrevista para los que aplican a doctorado. Ellos les mandan un correo cuando son preseleccionados y les dicen que por favor den una presentación de su tesis de maestría o de pregrado que sea de 10 a 15 minutos. Después de esa presentación, les hacen preguntas acerca de su proyecto y también del proyecto de doctorado al que están aplicando. Yo obtuve varias entrevistas y estas preguntas que menciono acá son casi fijo que salen. Digamos que las escuché varias veces porque quieres hacer un doctorado. La idea es que en este tipo de preguntas ustedes hablen, den evidencias y cuenten una historia para que sea como una respuesta muy llamativa, ¿sí? Y como que sean candidatos que, que, que los supervisores no olviden, sí, que los tengan muy en cuenta. ¿Qué es lo que hace que tú seas el candidato ideal? ¿Por qué estás interesado en este proyecto? ¿Y cuáles son los desafíos que tú ves en el proyecto, que tú prevés en el proyecto? Esta cuarta pregunta es muy importante porque si ustedes llegan a responder esta pregunta bien, ¿sí? Significa que ustedes leyeron la propuesta de doctorado, la oferta, y analizaron como tal, como esos desafíos, ¿sí? Previo a la entrevista que ustedes como tal leyeron acerca del proyecto. Entonces, mi recomendación es, antes de asistir a la entrevista, evalúen, estudien o sí, evalúen como la hoja de vida de los supervisores, lean al menos la última publicación de los supervisores, el abstract y las conclusiones, al menos, cosa que ustedes tengan o estén listos para responder cualquier pregunta. Y en la última parte, los supervisores les dicen como, bueno, ¿tienes algunas preguntas para nosotros? Yo ahí recomiendo em, enormemente que ustedes pregunten o hagan preguntas relacionadas con el proyecto. De esta forma, los supervisores piensan o van a pensar que ustedes están realmente interesados en el proyecto. Y si en la oferta no había información acerca de la financiación, también pueden preguntar. Y ya en la última parte, cuando ustedes obtienen la carta de admisión, ahí mismo pues les dan los pasos para obtener lo que es la visa y deberían también obtener una carta en donde les mencionen acerca de la beca. Si no la obtienen, deberían aplicar a becas internas y a becas externas. Para aplicar a becas internas, en mi caso, fue de manera automática. Es decir, con mi aplicación, lo que hizo el supervisor fue enviarme mi aplicación a la oficina de admisiones y de finanzas. Entonces, ellos analizan todos esos datos y digamos que yo no tuve que hacer ningún paso más. Ya para becas externas, sí es un paso aparte, ustedes pueden aplicar a Colfuturo antes de presentarse a la universidad o inclusive después de aplicar a la Universidad de Southampton. Em, tener digamos, la beca de Colfuturo ayuda a que la aplicación de financiación sea más rápida, ¿sí? Eso pues acorde con lo que me ha dicho el supervisor. Colfuturo da a la persona seleccionada $50.000, que equivale a más o menos a 37.000 libras. En mi caso, el programa, que es doctorado en Ingeniería y Medio Ambiente, está costando 26.000 libras anuales. Un doctorado dura 4 años y los costos de vida son 20.000 libras. En el caso de doctorado, la beca que da la Universidad de Southampton, ellos pagan esos costos de vida, digamos, con un estipendio. Entonces no habría como tal de qué preocuparse por este valor, sino por el valor de la matrícula, ¿sí? Que en este caso pues también haría falta como que la beca de la universidad, mm, digamos, provea para que yo pueda empezar mis estudios de doctorado. Entonces yo estoy como tal en esa etapa, ¿sí? Yo obtuve mi carta de admisión, pero estoy en la etapa de recibir lo que es la beca. Y finalmente, algunas recomendaciones para la aplicación a Colfuturo. Estos son digamos, los, los porcentajes más bajos, ¿sí? Que tiene Colfuturo, sí, que son el porcentaje de ajuste y el ensayo. Entonces yo pienso que algunas personas no prestan atención o mucha atención a esto. Y es importante, ¿sí? Si ustedes tienen alguna mención o algún premio que se ganaron en el pregrado, lo pueden subir a la aplicación de Colfuturo y garantizan este 20% con la máxima calificación. Y el ensayo, también prestarle bastante atención, a pesar de que es el 5%, puede, digamos, marcar la diferencia entre ser seleccionado o no. Y ya finalmente, como para que tengan una idea, sepan más o menos cuánto dura el proceso de aplicación, les comparto las fechas por las que yo pasé. Yo envié mi aplicación a finales de enero y obtuve, digamos, lo que es la carta de admisión en mayo y, eh, digamos, estaba estipulado que yo iba a empezar en septiembre, solo que me tocó, pues, posponer esa fecha para enero por el tema, digamos, de la financiación. Y eso era lo que les quería compartir. Espero que esta información haya sido bastante útil. Y si tienen alguna pregunta, con mucho gusto la respondo. Si no alcanzo a responderla en esta sesión, me pueden mandar un correo al correo personal. Y muchas gracias.
Perfecto. Bueno, Jair, muchísimas gracias por compartir esta información tan valiosa con todos nosotros, por hablar sobre la convocatoria de Colfuturo, por hablar también sobre el proceso de admisión con la Universidad de Southland. Es muy valioso contar con esta información. Pues por el momento no tenemos ninguna inquietud. Quizás las personas se van a contactar contigo a través de tu correo para preguntarte algo un poquito más detallado de pronto de sus casos específicos. Así que bueno, muchas gracias, Jair. Tom, thank you also so much for the presentation and for all the valuable information that you give us today. We didn't have any question now, but I'm going to send your email to the people that attended this session in order to they contact with you in the specific cases that they have.
That sounds great. Thank you so much, Karen, for having us. And thanks again, Chair, for an informative presentation. Thank you all.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Tommy.
it.
Thank you, Jair. Y a todas las personas que se conectaron también, muchas gracias. Pronto les enviaremos la grabación de la sesión y los invitamos a estar muy pendientes de nuestros demás eventos informativos. Thank you, Tom.
Muchas
Goodbye.
gracias. Que tengan
Gracias,
feliz
Jair. Que
noche.
estés muy bien.
Chao.
Hasta luego.